All right, welcome, folks. We got the Hawks, 10UA Red versus the Colorado Springs Tigers, and final game of round robin play in the Littleton Slapshot tournament here on January 17th. So I think we got a penalty on the board here for the Hawks. We got Alti in the box for 1 minute minor penalty. Didn't see what the call was there. Face off down to the left of Connor. Looks like we got Mike on the draw. Face off. One by Mike. Skates it out of the zone. Deeks. Can't quite get by the D. Puck goes into the corner. Wrapped around the board. It's going to be held in at the point by Littleton. Shot blocked. Loose puck battle. Still in the zone. Springs is able to clear it. Loose puck along the boards. Stevens pushing, or Kinger's pushing it forward, trying to get in. And Tigers come up with the puck, skated into the zone. They fall down, and Laser's going to pick up the puck. Good forecheck by the Tigers. Created a turnover down low. Push back up to the point. See if Lou can poke it out. They can. Building his battle. Pops into the neutral zone, picked up by the Tigers. They take it into the zone. So on the season so far, Littleton, I think we are 2-1 against this team, maybe 1-1. I think we had a loss in tournament play down in Colorado Springs, and we won our Steamboat and our league matchups. So we were 2-1 actually. Kinger skates it wide into the corner, reverses, takes it back down low, looking for someone to pass to. Passes about top to Ogre, number 8. Blows the tire, gets the puck down low, and Colorado Springs is going to skate it out of the zone. Burns steps up, poke checks it away. Good defensive play there by Cooper Burns. Forecheck by number 8, Ogre, and whacked it down to Littleton D. Littleton sends it forward, goes into the zone, picked up by their D. Collision at the blue line, and Littleton comes up with the puck, but can't get it deep. Steven pressures along the boards. Picked up by Kinger, can't control it, and it pops out of the zone. Cooper stands up, stick handles by them, Alti with the back check, and knocks the puck into the close corner. Comes up with it. See if he can run the breakout here. Up the boards to number 8. Ogre passes it up to center ice. Can't connect with Kingseed. Loose puck, high in the slot, shot, blocked. Rebound available. Oh, and it's going to trickle in. Oh, what an unfortunate bounce of the puck there. 8:57 in the first period. Tigers take a 1-0 lead. After making the initial save there, Connor was unable to get back, and it just trickled in after some stick checking right in the crease. 1-0. We can get this one back. Let's go, Hawks. Number 11, Mike's going to take the draw. And pushed forward by the Springs, but Littleton comes up with it, throws it up the board to Eli, can't control it, and is pop forward into the zone. Looks like we're short on centers today, I think, with Shaggy being out, so we're going to be rotating 2 centers with 3 wing pairs, it looks like. Eli and Coy out there. Eli takes it down into the corner. Centers it to Coy. Coy gets a shot and a save by the Colorado Springs goaltender. And the dirty play from Colorado continues as Littleton player takes a shot in front of the net. And we're going to have a full line change up here. Alte's coming out with Bacon and Daisy. 8:20, first period. 1-0 Colorado Springs. Face off, one by Alte to the right. Bacon has it on the midboard, sent up to the point. Laser punches it back down into the slot. Picked up by Colorado Springs, and they're going to skate it out of the zone. Back check by Billy. Knocks the puck free, and the Colorado Springs skater falls down. And we're going to get a call for that. That's just ridiculous in my opinion. It was just a good stick check and a hockey play, and the guy fell down. So Billy's going to go sit in the box. 8:05. He's going to get a 1-minute minor penalty there for roughing. I guess in a non-checking league, that's called roughing. Puck won by Littleton. Day skates it all the way into the corner. Poke checked away at the blue line, and Colorado Springs comes up with it. Alte's back checking hard. Springs get it, skate wide, shot, and easy glove saved by Connor. Way to be sharp on that one, Connor. 7:47 in the first period, 43 seconds left on the penalty for Billy. We've got Mike and Ogre out here as our penalty killers forwards. Laser and Goat on defense. Mike punches it right off the faceoff. Love that play. Forechecks hard. Colorado Springs is all bunched up here. Makes it easy to play defense on. And still loose puck in the neutral zone. Ogre pushes up the board. Springs get it. Finally get a transitional breakout going in the blue zone. And poked out by Littleton. Good defense there. 13 seconds on the penalty. Tigers skated into the zone. Get it deep into the corner. Centering pass. Picked up by Mike and cleared out of the zone. That's going to be an icing. But that should get the penalty off the board. And we'll go back to 5-on-5 action down to the right of Connor. Love to see the communication by the Hawks on the faceoff of who's going where. Faceoff, one by the Hawk. One back to the point. Shot on goal. Connor makes a tricky save. And Cooper bounces it off the glass, but not out. Loose puck, going to be picked up by Kingseed. And he flicks it out of the zone, but can't control it. And poke checks the puck away. The kid falls down. Hope we're not getting a roughing call on that one. Shot, saved by Connor. Low angle shot, not too difficult of a save. Breakout goes up the boards. Picked up by Orger, can't control in the neutral zone. A little bit of sloppiness on our breakouts, causing neutral zone loose pucks. In the zone by Colorado Springs, shot, whiffed, and picked up by the defense. Sending up the boards. Steven has it, 2-on-2 developing. Steven looks up, passes it over to Kingseed at the blue line. And you got to get it in first there. And we got an offsides call. 6:13 in the first period. Fresh legs out there now. We got Alte, Alexander, and Troy Johnson. Alte wins the draw back. Loose puck in the neutral zone, and Luke dumps it in. Can't get it deep. Loose puck still on the blue line. Alte forechecks and pokes it in. Skates between the D and gets the puck down low. Can't control it. Eli gets it up top. Shoots towards the net. Loose puck. Held it at the point by Luke. Or Landon sends it down low. Alte gets it. Loose puck centered. Nobody's home. Forecheck by Eli. Turns it over. Littleton holds it in the zone again. Let's see if we can get this turnover into a good scoring opportunity, boys. Puck comes up the boards, D pinches, and it's still in the zone. Oh, popped out and ready to have offsides call as Littleton pushed it back in too quickly without clearing the zone. So 5:27, first period, 1-0 Tigers still. We need the Hawks to rally here and even it up before the end of this period. Kason and Miles out on D. Mike wins the faceoff, punches it deep into the zone, and Springs defense wings it out. Comes up to Laser, crossover to Goder. Up to the center and into the zone. Can't connect on the passes, but it gets it deep. Stevens forechecking hard. Uses body, comes up with the puck. Centers it. And it goes to the back end of Mike, and he can't get the shot off. And Littleton has it pushed out of the zone and stops the rush attack by the Tigers. Forechecking hard, and Coy Johnson creates a turnover, or Ogre creates a turnover. And they're going to call him for a penalty on a cross-check there. I don't understand that call again either. That was just chasing the puck down. So Billy's going to go to the box again. It might have been Billy there. I was saying Ogre 8, but it was 18. Sorry about that, folks. 4:51, first period on the penalty kill again. We got Alti and Kinger out there for forwards. Jason and Miles for D. And face-off goes back to the Littleton D. Miles skates with it behind the board. Pass it to Laser. Laser pass to Alti. Need to get it out of the zone. And we can't get it out. Turnover up near the top of the circle. Shot way wide. Into the corner. Colorado Springs going to get there first. Shoots again. Laser knocks it down with his hand. Comes up with the puck in the corner. Sends it up the boards. Turnover. Shot from the goal line. Zero angle. Over Connor's head. Rebound. Almost trickles into a great scoring chance for the Tigers, but Littleton recovers. Low angle shot goes wide again. Back to the point. Clapped. Backdoor planned into the corner. Springs got it. Send it down low. Kinger needs to pick this up. Gets it up the boards. And Alti picks it up and punches it out. He's got a 1-on-1 developing. He's shorthanded. Stick handles through. And he gets a shot off, but it can't bury it. Great little stick handle move at the end there by Alti, but couldn't bury it. Picks it up down low. Sends it in the middle for Kinger. Can't connect. And it's going to be cleared out of the zone by the Tigers. Littleton dumps it back in offsides. We're going to have a whistle here. 3:38, first period. All the penalties are off the board now. Kinger, Ogre, and Milky out here. Mike wins the faceoff forward, but Littleton has the punch back out. Kinger skates it in the zone. Centers for Mike, picked off by the Tigers. Tigers skated out of the zone, and it's held in by Littleton. And finally, he's going to pop out, and the Tigers are going to skate it through the zone. And Cooper stick checks, tries to keep him wide. Low angle shot, pops into the high slot, and Littleton clears it out. And they're going to bring it back offside. Good save by Connor there. Good job by Burns there on keeping the forward wide. And I got a low angle shot, even though it was a tricky save. It's a lot easier to cut the angle off with that low angle shot for the goalie. Face off, one all the way down into the Colorado Springs end. Forecheck. Littleton blows those tires down low, sends it up top. Miles can't control it. And pinches, holds it in momentarily. Slapped out, blocked. Ogre has it, throws it in front. Not much on that. Easy save for the goalie. Now Springs turns it over again on their breakout. Creating opportunities for us on these offensive end turnovers. Again, they turn it over, but get it back, and they're going to skate it out. Poke check at it, center ice by Landon. Landon gets the puck, turns it over in the center. It was sitting right at the top of the crease, and Littleton was able to clear. Puck sit down low. Littleton gives chase. Luke comes up with it, runs a breakout, 3-on-2 developing. Oh, and our headman pass to the center. Couldn't connect. Centering pass, shot, and Littleton's able to clear it out from the slot again. Some dangerous play, and Littleton's getting lucky. They're not burying into those opportunities. Got to keep the puck out of the center, boys. Yeah, the puck is flipped into the bench, the Tigers bench there, so we're going to get a whistle. 96 seconds left in the first period. Good action on both sides of the ice. Let's bury one here in the last 90 seconds, boys. Tie this thing up. Go Hawks. Ulti with the draw. Littleton D's going to get it. Laser sends it across. Can't connect with Miles. Miles going to get it. Punches up the board for Ulti. Blows the tire, falls down. And going to get it on the poke check. Ulti's kind of skating into the zone. Takes it wide. Tracks the net. Sends it in the middle. Eli's there. Can't get the shot off. Oh, it was just sitting there. Eli couldn't connect with it. Shot! And saved by the goalie. All right, 131 left. Face off, won by the Tigers. Colorado Springs has skated out of the zone. Stick handling back and forth. Turns their defense inside out, but loses the puck. Gives a breakout pass up to Eli. Can't get it out of the zone. Turnover. Stick handles it into the corner. Stick check by Eli. Gets the shot off. Saved by Connor. Centered. Picked up by the Tigers. Backhand shot blocked. And the Littleton Hawks poke it out of the zone. Brings it back in. 51 seconds on the clock. Alti gets it. Headbands it up to Mikey. Can't connect. Still in the zone. Can't hold it in the zone. Actually pops out to the neutral zone. Back check card by Mike. Loose puck battle along the half boards. Eli tries to punch it out. Mike picks it up. Skates through the middle. Has a puck checked away. Up off the boards. Mike picks it up. 21 seconds left. Shot on net. And the goalie's going to cover it. I like that. Get it deep. Let's get a play set up. 23 seconds left. Let's get one here, Hawks. All right. See, we got Mike on the face-off here. Jay-Z on his left. Billy on his right. Face-off. Won by Colorado Springs. Down in the corner. Loose puck battle. Mikey comes up with it. Centers it. Blocks. Loose puck still. Colorado Springs comes up with it. Flings it up. Clears the zone. Luke has it. Goes D. Burns it. Gets it. Tries to dump it in. Gets knocked down. And Littleton's going to still have it at center ice. And they can't hold the puck. And that's going to do the period right there. Good first period. Need to clean up the sloppy breakouts. Be a little crisp with our zone entries. And bury the puck. We'll be back in a second. All right, 12 minutes on the clock. Start of the second period. 1-0 game. Down by 1 to the Tigers. Big period here. Face off. One back to the Littleton D. Bernsey can't pick it out. Fans on a scoring opportunity, and the Tigers go down and score. Oh, hate to see them start the period that way, but we got to get it back. 11:52 on the clock, second period. 2-0 Tigers. Face off. Won by the Tigers. Then skated deep into the corner. Wilson's got swarms down there. Kingseed picks it up. Sends it up to Ogre. Stevens stick handles it out of zone. Sends it up ice. Can't connect on a neutral zone pass. And Tigers pick it up. Transition the other way through the neutral zone. Stand up at the blue line by Eli. Wilton skates it up through the zone. Oh, no, that's not Eli. Sorry. Kingseed has it down low. In the corner, LT4 checks. Stick handles away, creates a turnover, has a nice slot, can't get a shot off. Landon has it, sends it back up. Littleton gets on side, LT picks it up. Pulls up the break, shot, and save. No bad shots in a 2-0 game. Got to get pucks on net. .51 on the clock, second period. We got Fishy, Easy, and Milky out here for the forwards. Goat and Laser on D. Loose puck controlled by Colorado Springs, and it's going to be skated out of the zone. DDD pass. And Miles sends it back wide into the zone. Littleton forechecking hard. Troy pushes it down low, battling for the puck. Springs come up with it. The stick handle past Eli. They're going to skate it out of the zone. Mike and forechecks. We got a 3-on-2 developing if they hurry. Eli back checks hard and creates the turnover. He's going to get called for the trip there because the kid just fell down. These calls today have been just super soft, in my opinion. This is A hockey. Kids aren't supposed to fall down that easy. So we're going to have another penalty by Littleton. Number 20, Eli's going to sit in the box for 1 minute, 10:21 second period. Face off. Won by Littleton. Coy skates it out of the zone. And it's offsides. No, they didn't call that. And it stays in the zone for the Tigers. They have it down low. Laser gives battle. Can't control. Comes up to the point. Coy foot checks. Shot on net. Defense gets tied up. Their winger in front. And puck trickles into the corner. Good defense there by Littleton. Loose puck over to the point. Coy Foy checks hard and is able to pop it out along the blue line. Loose puck battle along the boards and dumped into the zone. Laser picks it up, throws it back out, can't get it out. Coy skates, falls down, puck goes deep into the corner. And into the center. Picked up by the Hawks and going to be skated out. Loose puck battle on the boards by the red line. Mike comes up with it, stick handles it into the corner, gets the shot on net, goes wide. And Eli's penalty is up. He's out of the box. 5-on-5, full strength. Point up to the point and back over. Oh, dangerous play there, but Laser comes back up with it. Littleton clears the zone, can't get it in. We have a kid that looks like he threw his stick there. Not quite sure what's going on. Center ice, Billy has it. Skates it up, backhands it in. Or that's Casey, sorry, not Billy. 17, not 18 there. Puck goes into the zone and is called offsides. 8:37 on the clock, second period. 2-0 bad guys. Alti on the face-off with Daisy and Bacon. There's number 18. Sent back to the Littleton D. Regroup, get it into the zone. Alti has it, shot. Hits number 21 Tigers in the helmet and goes wide. They punch it out of the zone. Have a rush attack, and Alti comes over and poke checks it away. Great back check effort. Littleton clears the zone. Sent down by Littleton D, and they pop it out. Loose puck battle in the neutral zone still. Knocked into the Littleton offensive zone, and the Tigers quickly clear. DDD pass by the defense. Defense sends it up, trying to connect in the pass. Billy gets it in the zone. Has some physical play, falls down. Wilmer holds it in at the point. Centers, nobody's home. Alti gives chase. Oh, battles and gets nailed, and they're going to finally call a penalty. That, to me, is a dangerous play going into the boards. Looks like Alti's all right. Got up pretty quick there, but that is scary for 10U. So face-off should be all the way down in front of Colorado Springs goalie. 7:41 on the clock. Power play for 1 minute here. We got Ogre, Mikey, and Kingier out there. Looks like we got Landon and Luke on D. Let's go, Hawks. Got to capitalize on this power play opportunity. I think we could have maybe had a larger penalty there on that dangerous play. Going into the boards with a check like that could be considered dangerous play. Warranting maybe a double minor. Oh, yeah, they are. They're going to call it 2 and 10, or in this case, a 1 and 10 for dangerous play. And that person's going to serve a 10-minute misconduct. So, still 1 minute penalty for us. Our power play for the Hawks. Let's go, Hawks. Face off. Won by the Tigers, and they've skated it out of the zone. Shot. Saved by Connor. Controlled down low by the Tigers. They got him good forecheck. And finally picked up by Littleton. Headman pass up to Mike. Gets it into the neutral zone, or that's Ogre. Ogre has it. Stick handles it in. Littleton stays on side. Ogre has it. Shot. Bouncing, and it's saved by the goalie. Tigers have it. Come up with it down low in the Littleton zone. Try to skate it out. Pops up to the neutral zone. DDD pass by Littleton. Miles has it. Pokes it up to Kingseed. Kingseed brings it in. Has 2-on-1 developing. If he can make the pass, can't connect it over. Tigers skate it out. Tries to split the D, and they close the gap. Shot blocked. And Littleton needs to skate. Mike picks it up. Gets it out of the zone. He's going to get a breakaway here. They're 2-on-1. Finger passes back to Mike. Hits him in the skate. Can't get his shot off. Mike wins the puck down low. The Candles tries to punch it in short side. The puck comes loose. It's in the crease. Ogre's poking at it. Can't get it in. Drops behind the net. And the Tigers come up with it. Kingseed picks the Tigers' pocket, skates it down into the corner. Hard to see what's going on here. Up to Miles. Miles sends it across the far side. And shot on net, bounces wide. Kinger's going to be the first there. Sends it back up to the point. Point punches it back down low, turns it over. We got a 1-on-1 battle. Oh, Birdsey swipes at the puck above the blue line and gets beat. And they shoot, and I think it clanked off the iron. Littleton got lucky there. D picks it up behind the boards, and we've got a penalty call. Cross check on Burns. Didn't see that one. So 5:41 second period. As is customary, we're going to have our goalie change in youth hockey. So great job, Connor. And let's go, Emma. And Colorado Springs looks like they are having a goalie change as well. So new netminders, whole new ball game. Littleton's going to be on the penalty kill for 1 minute here. Burns is going to be in the box for 1 minute for cross check. Face off for Alti. One by Colorado Springs. Shot on net, blocked by the D. Littleton comes up with the puck. Headman set up to Alti and they get it out of zone. Skates hard and gets puck checked away right at the blue line. This puck battle on the boards. Littleton has a 2-on-1 developing. Doesn't take it wide. Shot. And Emma is unable to get over to the left post and it squeaks by, unfortunately. So now we have a 3-0 game. Tigers are up 5:16 in the second. Second defensive play in a row. We made a challenge outside of above the blue line. Got burned and led to a scoring opportunity. Last time it was the post. This time they were able to bury it. Got to work on our positioning and spacing their team. But let's go Hawks. Got to get it back. Starts with getting one. Face off one by Littleton. Stick handled by Eli. Has it in the high slot. Skates it wide. Needs to take it deep. Turns it over. Picked up by Colorado Springs. 2-2 the other way. Laser stays up at the neutral zone. And his D partner comes over and helps save him. Picked up by Littleton, running the breakout. Over to the wing. Up to the headman. Eli has the headman pass. Skates it wide and tries to bring it back in. Gets tripped and no call. When they were calling trips this game, I would have thought that was going to go for it. So Colorado Springs brings it back the other way into the far corner. Puck pops to the slot. Shot. Glove save goes wide. Turnover in the high slot again by Colorado Springs. Punch to the corner. Centered and picked up by the D. Sent up to Alti. Alti's going to skate it wide and out. Up along the boards. Stick handles. Centers it to Eli. Can't connect. It's picked up by Colorado Springs. And flung out. Oh, and Colorado Springs has a cherry picker, and they're going to get a breakaway from it. Emma makes the save. Puck flopped into the corner. Centering pass on the rebound. Picked off by the D and sent up to the point. It was puck battle on half board, and the puck's going to squirt out. Oh, dangerous play there. Not sure if they were making a change or cherry picking. Littleton got lucky not to give up a goal on that breakaway. Throw a puck down in the corner. Mike gives battle on the wall. Sent down deep. Has the puck. Centers it. Kingsley can't connect. Forecheck. Squeezes out of the zone. Day has it. Punches it back to the D. Littleton can't connect with the pass. And Colorado Springs skates into the zone. Puck checked away. And Littleton carries it back up the ice the other way. Billy has it with a head of steam. Comes wide. Tries to stick handle through. Gets tripped on that one, and we will get a penalty this time. So, with 3:07 on the clock in the second period, Littleton will go on a 1-minute power play. So we got Billy, I think, out here. Mikey and Alti. Wilmer and Burns on the D. Face off one. Sent back to Alti, gets a shot, got blocked wide. Puck comes up. Littleton pinches, holds it in, sends the puck back down low behind the net. Springs are going to get there first. Tigers skated up by the hash marks. Punch it up, and it's going to pop out of the zone. Littleton's got to regroup, and they do, and dump it back in. Forecheck down low by Billy and Alti. Alti's going to win it. Someone needs to go to the net. Who's at the net? From the corner to Billy, pops out. And, oh no, That's a great move. Colorado Springs turned that into a breakaway opportunity when they got around the D. Emma made a big save there. Alti has it in the corner, clears it up the middle. Dangerous play. Connects with Bacon. Bacon tries to skate it wide. Keeps with the puck. Gets it in the zone. Sends it over to Mike. Mike shoots the shot and gets taken out. Alti and Mike have it on their half boards. Skated to the middle. And the Tigers are going to skate it around and clear it. Ogre gets over there, holds it in the zone. Shot. Saved by the goalie in the glove. 1:57 on the clock. All penalties are off the board. 3-0. Bad guys. And the Tigers are going to skate it out of the zone. And they've got a 3-on-3 developing here. Cross ice pass, shot, rebound by Emma, and cleared out of the zone by Littleton. Steven needs to forecheck hard. Angles the guy, sends it up the board, creates a turnover. Kinger picks it up, has it in the slot, sends it down low. Can't get a shot off, and Littleton picks it up behind the net. Johnson comes around, tries to stuff it in short side, and the goalie covers it. .124 left in the period. Face off down, won by Littleton. Back to the point. Landon sends it deep into the corner. Going to be picked up by Mike. Flings it off the back of the net. And the Colorado Springs comes up with it. Mike picks his pocket. Still a loose puck battle. Picked up, centered. Nobody's home. Pops out of the zone. Regroup. Luke has it. Sends it up the middle. Nobody's home there for Littleton. Colorado Springs picks it up and skates it into the zone. Dangerous play up in the high slot. Mike has it at center ice. Skates it wide. Centers it for Kinger. Kinger has it, and he smacks it out the goalie's pad. Good save there by the goalie. Mike has it down in the corner. Turns it over. Kinger has it. Kinger stops and reverses. Flicks it to Mike. Shot by Mike. Had a stick lifted. And it's going to go all the way down to the corner. Kinger's going to pick it up again. Sends it short side to Ogre. Ogre shoots, and it goes off the side of the net. Great opportunity there. There was a little bit of space on that close side post, but unable to bury it. Colorado Springs punches it out. Littleton D has to retreat. Landon's going to have a man on pressure here. Sends it up the boards, but not out. Loose puck battle at the half boards. Finally does pop out, and that's punched back in. Offsides on the Tigers. 3.6 seconds left here. Going to have to dig deep. We think we're going to win this one, scoring 3 goals in the third or more. I don't believe we have any overtime in these round-robin games. And that should do it for the second period. We'll be back in just a minute or two, folks. All right, folks. 12 minutes on the clock, third period. We got 3-0 hole to climb out of. It starts right here. Face off. One by Littleton. Corey Johnson skates it in the zone, sends it up the middle for Eli. Bouncing in his feet, can't come up with it. Still in the high slot. Picked up by Alti. Shot. And saved by the goalie, no rebound. See if I can work on the camera here. Sorry about that. 11:46, third period. Much better start than last period. Let's see if we can't turn that into a goal here now. Alti wins the face-off back. Fishy sends it up to the middle. Laser sends it on the half board. Eli picks it up. Doesn't get it down deep and then pops out of the zone. Tigers on the rush. Into the zone and poked wide into the corner by Goad. Picked up by Alti. Tries to skate it out. Can't get it out. Turnover near the blue line by Littleton. Shot wide. Corey's going to get there. Sends it up. And the Tigers pinch the puck at the point. Hold it into the zone. That's bunched up hockey right here on the boards. And still sitting here along the boards and finally comes out. Tigers have it. Poke check by Miles in the high slot. Swung out by Eli. Falls down. And punched out of the zone. Good job there, Laser. So goes all the way down, regrouped by the Tigers, and they're going to break it out. Coming up the ice, across the red line. And poke checked away, and Eli Alexander has the puck come his way. Forechecks hard into the corner. Skates by the puck, and still on the boards. Two Littleton players go down over there, and the Springs skates it out of the zone. And turned over by Mike at the red line. Tigers get it, try to dump it deep. They don't. Stick handled into the zone. Shot, saved by Emma. Trickles to the side. Cleared by Littleton up the boards. Alexander has it. Passes it up to Day. Can't connect, and it goes deep. And we've got an icing here that's going to come all the way down back by Emma. 10 minutes in the third on the clock. 3-0 Tigers. Face off. One back to the Colorado Springs point. Shot goes wide. Poked up by Landon. Sweeps into the slot. Oh, dangerous puck. Just trickles by the post through the crease. And Littleton able to come up with it and get out of the zone. And brought back in offsides by the Tigers. We have Kinger, Alti, and I think, can't quite tell who that far winger is right there. Face off. Controlled back by the Tigers D. Dumped into the zone. Wide of Emma. And Burnsley goes back to get it. Wraps it up the boards. Out of the zone. And all the way down. I don't think this is going to be enough for an icing. It's not. Tigers D has it on the boards. Controlled at the blue line, sent back down low by Kinger. Ogre has it. Centers in the middle. Can't connect. I think we just got to start shooting those shots if no one's going to be available in the middle. Tigers stick handle it up through the zone, split the D, and shelf it past Emma. Oh, that's a heartbreaker right there. 4-0. Tigers, 9:08, third period. Yes, look, stick handled through us, got the shot off. Good effort there by that player. All right, so we're going to have to regroup here at the face-off circle. We got Alti, Kinger, and Ogre.
Hey, don't let them score, and our chances will come if they do.
Face off. Sent all the way down into the Tigers' end. Tigers come up with it behind the net. Turn it over. Alti has it. Falls down. Gets it out front. Shot by Kinger, but he can't bury it. Goes wide. Picked up in the corner by Ogre. Stick handles past one. Has it back. Sends it in front. Nobody's home. And cleared. Looks like we've got a penalty here. Cross check. So the Hawks are going to have a power play here. 1 minute minor by number, I think, 70 on the Tigers. 71. So Hawks, see if we can't get a little momentum going with face-off win and a goal here. 8:19 on the clock. Shot from the face-off on goal. Goes wide. Eli gives chase in the corner. Comes up with it. Sends it up to the point. Point sends it back to Eli. Tries to send it down low and turns it over. Gets sent up to the neutral zone. Littleton D comes back. Sends it up the close side. Fast as the blue line is picked off and they bring it back the other way. Skating up the side. Goes by Landon, number 5. Deeks, and he beats Emma. That's their one-trick pony right there. So, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock, 5-0 Tigers. Sometimes when it rains, it pours. Face off, sent into the Colorado Springs zone. Centering pass, blocked. Alta gives chase. Comes up with the puck, skating in the high slot. Throws it on net. Kick save by the goalie. I don't think he saw it well, but he got his pad on. And cleared out of the zone by the Tigers. I don't think this is enough for icing. Oh, yeah, it is. All right, so we'll go all the way back down to the right or left of the Colorado Springs goalie. Let's just start with one. 6:36 on the clock and running. Face off, won by Colorado Springs, wrapped all the way around the boards. Littleton pressures on the half boards. Creates a turnover, holds it in momentarily. Littleton loses it again, and the Springs is going to skate it out. Tigers have a 3-on-2 developing. He stands up the blue line and poke checks it wide by Miles Goad. Into the corner around behind the net. Billy gives chase. Stick check battle. Comes up with the puck. Makes a little move. Gets out of the zone. Have a 3-on-1 developing. Alti skates it wide. Gets hit on the hands with a slash, and they're going to call a penalty. And finally touched up by the Springs. And with 5:51 on the penalty or clock, Littleton's going to have another 1-minute power play. Face off, punch forward by Mike, and blocked and sent out of the zone. Burns goes to the partner, transitions back up the ice, dumped into the zone, picked up by Mike, skated wide, and looks center the shot, actually, goes wide, hits the goalie, and goes behind the net. Ogre picks it up, skates in the corner, reverses, and gets his pocket picked, sent up the board, held in by the D, sent back down low, and Tigers are going to clear it. Tigers regroup Littleton regroups in the neutral zone. Ogre skates it in on the close side. Drop pass for King Seed, and King Seed sends it over to Mike. Mike has it. Centers in front, gets picked off up to the point. Shot from Landon, blocked. And the Tigers come up with it. Mike's going to pick it up at the neutral zone. Finds Ogre at the red line. He skates it in. Stick handles it into the corner. Gets poke checked away and sent around. Will picks it up on the far point. Shot. Not much on it and blocked. 2-on-1 developing. And played well by the defense there. Littleton gets it out of the zone. Sends it up to Kingseed. 2-on-1 developing. Kingseed back to Mike. Mike hits it. And he selfs it in for a far down goal. Nice shot by Mike. Good pass over from Tinger on the 2-on-1. And with 3:33 on the clock in the third period, we now have a 5-1 game. Big hill to climb to get out of this one, but still like to see the team get one on the board. Face off, sent down, or after the face off, puck sent down deep. Littleton D comes up with it, passes up the winger to run the breakout. Eli punches up the boards to Alti, can't connect the pass. And finally, Littleton gets it out of the zone. Poke checked away and back down to the D. Landon picks it up, sends it up to Alti, picked off by the Tigers. Skated into the high slot and backhanded wide of Emma. Centering pass on the side of the net. Littleton D has it down low. Luke skates it out of the corner, sends it up to Coy. Puck's going to trickle out of the zone. And no icing here. Puck on the far side, controlled by Alti. Stick handles, shot. And glove save by the goalie for the Colorado Springs. 2:13 on the clock and still running in a 4-0 game. I don't know why we have run clock right now, but we do. Hawks need to line up quickly. Face off, won by Littleton. Loose puck, controlled down by Colorado Springs. Someone lost their stick. Puck's along the half boards. Pushed into the center and still loose puck. Shot and it goes wide. Tigers skated out of the corner, send it up to the point. Controlled by Littleton. Keeps it in the zone. Mike has it. Shot on goalie. Rebound up front. Kinger has it. Shoots it from the falling down. Oh, and they can't punch it in. Trickles to the corner. Sent in front. Collisions. Bodies all over the place. Puck's now behind the net. Mike picks it up. Trying to get free. Lots of stick checking. Colorado Springs comes up with it. Gets stripped. They're not going to call it. And Littleton still can't come up with the puck. And the Hawks send it up. And the D, Miles, able to hold it in momentarily. Loose puck battle along the half boards. Littleton needs to get it down deep. And it's finally going to be punched out by the Tigers. And it's going to come to Emma. She's going to cover it. Almost a breakaway opportunity, but Tigers just couldn't catch up with that puck. Fortunately for Littleton, 38 seconds on a running clock. This is pretty much going to be our last plays here. Littleton, we wise just to try to kill some time. And finally, the ref blows the whistle saying, come takes the draw. 20 seconds on the clock. Alti on the draw. Controlled it, poked up to Ogre. Picked up by Alti. Gets skated out of the zone. Heads it up to Ogre. Ogre stick handles. Puts it into the zone. Punches it down in the corner. And that's the game. So we have 5-0 loss to the Colorado Springs Tigers. Good effort on them. They buried it when they had their chances. But still good effort for our Hawks. 2-2, I believe, in our tournament. We'll see where that leaves us in the round robin if we're going to make the finals. I think we will, with Foothills tying Arapahoe Navy earlier. So, yep, more to come. I'll stay on through the handshake for anybody that is behind in the screen feed. Again, 5-1 loss to the Tigers here.